Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Write Daily. We're gonna do another little oneword.com 60-second little word sprint, and we're gonna get in there and just do our thing, see what comes up today, write it, and then next week we're gonna have like a full week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we're going to do a free write next week. Maybe I'm going to show you a little tool on one of those off days like Tuesday or Thursday. Maybe do something special on another day. And I've got a little something in my head that I've been meaning to get down on paper. And so I've got a notebook coming and like a new mic and stuff set up. So when it comes, there might be extra videos going forward. So I'm just going to hit this 60-second button, mute myself, throw on some music, and we're going to go. Oh, come on. Not today. Not today. Ran into a big hiccup. One word today isn't loading correctly. I can set up the site, click the go, but when I get to the next screen, there is no timer on top of not any way of submitting it because there's no timer on there going. So I got my own timer. I'm doing a phone timer, and I've already set up a page up here that has all the entries for everybody that can load the page to get to it. So I can still read some of those off and we can still go through some of those. I just have to do a workaround today. And that's about it. Let's go. Okay, so time's up. So I'm gonna probably zoom in into this so everybody can see what we wrote today. Felt good about this one. My fingers couldn't fly like fast enough though. But like Lord of the Rings, like fly you fools. So like I had like a kind of like thing popping in my head and I wanted to go. So I just started sprinting on it. I kind of wanted to include some dialogue today because I feel like every time I do these, I don't do dialogue. I just do like an expositional kind of thing where there isn't really much substance other than, hey, here's some words about a thing. And you can see that I have a big old box of text in the middle and some actual speech though. And there's more than one kind of character perspective, which the last time from Steak, that really long one that kind of let me down, it had more than one just person in it, more than one perspective, more than one character. So I gotta try and think about that when I'm doing 60-second sprints, and hopefully we can do it together to improve ourselves, improve how we're thinking in the moment, and not just like one character or one thing, or just we gotta open our minds and think about things. So I'm gonna read mine. Then we're gonna jump over to this next tab I have open. We're gonna read some of everybody. Yeah, we're gonna read some of everybody else's. Okay. Today's word was jump. Jump, she said. And he wondered, how high, how fast, how far. If he could even do it with these things strapped to his back, his wrist, his legs. If the pack could allow him with so much burden to fall graciously. He peered over the edge. He looked back to her. He looked back at her, and she smirked. She smirked. Jump. Okay, this one for me, I really like this. It's shown how fast my brain works and what kind of like my own tropes, if you would say, the things that I fall back on that I usually do. I like repetitive, how can I say this? I really like repetition to enforce what I mean through character. I don't do it for every single character because it becomes boring and trite and you can kind of just like see through it. But for some characterization, I like to, like, if somebody feels like something is just incredulous, they can't believe this whatsoever, I like to do how, how. And I kind of represented that here with how high, how fast. Whoop. Well, phone's on mute, but it's still making sound. That's weird. But with how high, how fast, how far. If he could even do it with these things, which is another one, these, strapped to his back, his wrists, his legs. And then he looks at her and sees something. And then she does it again just to kind of drive it home. And then she says the same word again that she said earlier, but with no attribution, which this should be fixed. This should be a comma to a lowercase s. It's cool. So that's me. Let's see what some other people wrote. I'll try and find some good ones. I'm going to cut down on kind of like how many I picked last time. I'm going to do like maybe 2, 3, 4. Well, last time I did like 5 or 6. So it kind of inflated our times together. I want to keep these like short and sweet so you can see what I do compared to what you do. We can compare, contrast really quickly, get on with it. Or maybe not. Maybe you like the longer stuff. Just let me know. I'm going to pick this by Naveen. I jumped into an underground water storeroom and hide from my friends. They were searching for me as I had the cricket ball they were playing with. Quick, simple. I like it, but to me it kind of feels like flustered. Like somebody was really trying to come up with something for jump. And if you don't, I want to say, you don't have as much as some of these other ones. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel bad. If you only have a little bit, a couple of sentences, one sentence, that's okay. That's what we're trying to work on. Our ability to bring words to our mind and just prose and what we're made of. We're trying to learn how to bring those to the front. That's why we're doing sprints. Because when you're trying to train your legs and get faster and build stamina on the track, which I should know, I ran track when I was younger, you're going to sprint a lot. It's the same thing with, if you do catch the 5K and you're learning how to jog and be healthy, you're going to do the same thing. You're not just going to go out and run a 5K. You're going to walk, run some more. Then every so often increase how much you're doing. So fon's a little big today, I gotta say, because I've been staring at screens for most of the time I've been awake and I'm kind of tired. So I kind of had to increase the size of this and put on my glasses. A little embarrassed. Jump, they said. They know I cannot will my legs to do such a thing. On the edge, always on the edge. Why does there have to be an edge? I didn't think I was afraid of heights, but now it consumes me with a nightmarish reality. They say if you jump, it makes it easier, snuffs the difficulty of life out. But no, I think I will stay on the path with its challenges and all. That's Jessica Fisher. I like this one. I don't know if she has a little thing on the side. I'm going to go investigate that, see if I find something. But I like this. This is, that italics in the book when somebody's like, hey, do this, and they have the inner monologue of, but I can't do it. It's too hard. It's too scary. And I really like how personal this is. And it's in the first person, which I personally don't do first person a lot. I find it kind of difficult for me to get into first person, especially because I learned writing myself from third person omniscient, and then third person limited. So first person, even though it's really popular amongst younger crowds, and young adult novels will use first person a lot nowadays. And you have like, The Hunger Games, Twilight, Divergent, Percy Jackson. You have all these things that are like, I did this. But for me, it's a little harder. And hey, practice makes perfect. So maybe next 60-second sprint, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do one word, 60-second sprint, word of the day as a first person. But I like this. I can't jump. I'm so afraid. But if they say that if you can jump, if you can take the plunge and face your fears, then things won't be so difficult. But this person decides that they'll take the challenge. And I'm in a place in my life where I can see this as being kind of darker. Especially if you take the jump, if you end things, you don't face the challenges anymore. But it takes real strength to stay the course, stay on the path. I'm going to go just one more down. I saw this yesterday. Apparently, I didn't jump fast enough or far enough. So here I am again, in the same place. I didn't jump, so now I'm stuck. Higher, faster, longer today. And day in and day out, I'll try again. Love this one. A lot of people seem to be like kind of on the same page of jump, do it. You just need to plunge into something. So people are thinking of like jumping in with both feet. Let me find one more. And we're going to take it out. I always kind of like to find the little poems because some people write these poems and I really like them. Raphael. I would hope it's Raphael. But it's spelled like it's a feminine version of it. I don't know how you pronounce that. Jump to the unknown, to the depths. Not even sure how far gone. Risk falling. Not knowing, neither expecting any kind of cushion from below, if there is any, an end to it. After all. So it's both. Let's all dwell on this one. Nice poem. Not sure I get it. Yeah. Jump to the unknown, to the depths. Risk falling. Risk not knowing. Risk everything, not knowing if you're going to break your legs at the bottom. Which I'm kind of doing with Write Daily, with the word of the day, the one word, the challenge, the 60-second sprint. I don't know if this is going to become a thing, if people are going to support me. So we're jumping into the unknown. Hoping we don't break our feet at the bottom. But thanks for joining in, hanging out with me, doing if you did it, your 60-second sprint with me, all the more power to you. If you couldn't quite do it this time, maybe next time, or you just like maybe hearing the sound of my voice, hearing me talk, or you come for the cool backgrounds, check me out. Nice planning today. I think I'm just gonna not do the Write Daily one all the time. I'm just gonna mix it up and just throw random ones out there because I haven't gone wallpaper hunting in a while, but I do have ones that I really like. I'm gonna probably just show those off, just some of the really pretty ones that I kind of crappily gave up on when things started getting kind of odd in my life and I stopped caring so much about the aesthetics of things. But we're back now. Hey, thanks for sticking around. If you want, I would love to see what you've written down below in the comments, or you can tweet at me. I'm probably gonna throw my Twitter account up, I think, because I want to see what people have to write. I want to see what you wrote about jump. What propels you? Is it an edge? Is it jumping into something unknown? Is it prose? Is it poetry? Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Throw me a like if you liked it. If you have a writer in your life, or you are the writer, stick around. Let's see what we can make together. Because I'm on a journey to make myself better in writing. So why not come along for the ride and see what we both can learn? Have a good day.